Yes, I see. So you suspect this white shadow is originating from the academy grounds? Yes, sir, it seems like it is. The guild would like permission to investigate the academy grounds, sir. May we have permission to check the campus thoroughly and interview the students? Certainly. Given the circumstances, I would ask you to investigate in truth. While I've little idea what this white shadow could be, if it is affecting the election, we cannot simply sit idle and let it be. Thanks, sir. So, you mentioned not knowing what the white shadow might be. Alas, no one's reported anything of the sort to me. Jill, has anyone come to the student council about such a thing? No, not a peep. It was exam crunch time, though. Nobody really had time to come and say so much as hi to us anyway. I see. That would make sense. I think I'm lost. At the Royal Academy, there are periodic exams which determine if you proceed to the next grade. Even if a student saw something, they might just choose to ignore it and focus on studying. I have to admit, I'd probably be one of them. I know I'd rather get one more formula in my head than focus on something that might just be my sleep-deprived mind playing tricks on me. Wow, are the exams really that intense? Wow, they work you students to the bone. But as of today, the exams are done, sweet mercy of ages, and people are going to be a lot more relaxed. If people were going to start talking about ghost stories, today's the day for it. There's the converse to this. If rumors spread too far, it will be hard to divine the truth. If we wish to hear stories from witnesses themselves, we must act today. Well then, you may begin your investigation immediately. Jill, Hans, Kloe, I expect you to give them your full support. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. So, first off, if we are investigating something, we need to headquarters. Someone might come to the student council with information, so you can use our meeting room. That'll be perfect, let's go. Okay, let's divide up the jobs. Sherzad and I will go question the teachers. They should be in the staff room right now. After that, we'll hunt down the rest of the staff and interrogate them too. Leave it to us, it shouldn't take long. Hans will check the records in the reference room and see if anything like this has happened around here before. Understood. Estelle and Kloe will be in charge of interviewing students. Okay, we'll do our best. Dorsey, Olivier, you two investigate the ground as you see fit. I'll trust your artist's intuition to find something. Leave it to me. I'll do my best. Okay, so everyone, try and finish up your investigation by nightfall and return here. Alright, fall out. Kloe. She really is good at this, huh? I noticed this during the Food Festival too. She can be pretty silly at times, but I guess she leads the student council for a reason. Well, she does want to become a politician, kind of like Maybelle of Bowsey. She was really frustrated when the election began. She kept going on about how she could have been a candidate if she were 10 years older. Well, I guess she could, yeah. Oh yeah, I was wondering, how much do Jill and Hans know about you, Kloe? I know you mentioned once they nicknamed you. Yes, they did. They essentially know everything. They saw through my disguise about halfway into my first year here. Aside from them, only the dean knows my true identity. That makes sense, I guess. They do seem pretty comfortable hanging out with you, even though they know about your important wild stuff. Yes, just like you still. You're the best friends I have. Oh, haha, come on, you're embarrassing me here. Anyhow, let's go find some students to interrogate. Did you see anything weird during the test period? Should be good enough without raising suspicion, right? Yes, that should keep rumors from spreading, I think. Remember though, some of the students may be back in their dormitories already. Good point, we'll look at you. Off we go, we're questioning them. Kloe ist dabei. Yay, aber sie hat kein irgendwie neues Bild großartig, schade. Mach einfach mal. Auch mal den hier. Bei ihr, falls sie nicht mehr lange dabei ist. Hey Drew, how goes the questioning? Well, we just started so we don't have much yet. Have you any luck with the record? Not yet, but there aren't many records that could be relevant, so this shouldn't take long. Hey, I know you're busy, but could I take a minute of your time? Sure. Let me guess, this is about Josh, alright? Yeah, I haven't heard all the details, but she's gone missing, right? He has. But don't worry. It's something he did on his own, so it's basically like him running away from home. I wonder. I know I only spent a week or so with him, but well, we really got along. Got to know each other. We talked about a whole lot of things. He just could not shut up about his life after he came to live with you, Estelle. Really? That's so embarrassing. I was such a tomboy. I mean, I guess that's still true. But... well, I heard a lot of heartwarming stories, I'll say that much. Thing is, I never heard a word about anything before then. Oh. One time I was just kind of casually asked about what his life was like before he came to live with you. I'll never forget his expression when I asked that. I'd never be able to. His eyes just sort of clouded over. It was like he was staring over a long field of who knows what that only he could see. Afterwards, though, he just laughed it off and pretended it never happened, while avoiding the question. Don't really know his history, but his leaving has something to do with his early life, doesn't it? Yeah, we're pretty sure it does. I knew it. Whenever we went to bed, we'd always talk about how the day went, right? How practice was going, for example, or how delicious lunch was, that sort of thing. Whenever we did that, he got this look, like he was looking at something bright and beautiful. It was the expression of someone looking at something they want but can't have. And at the same time, he just sort of seemed to accept that it was something he could never have. He never really lost that look the entire time he was here. Joshua, it is something you can have, you giant idiot. Still. So, yeah, I know I shouldn't really get involved since I don't know you two that well, but can I ask one favor of you? Just one. Huh? If you meet him again, don't ever let him have that kind of expression. He is an idiot to think he can't have that kind of life. He's got just as much of a right to love, and enjoy life as any of us do. Can you do that for me? Hans. Yeah, of course I can. I'll wake him up to the fact that even if I have to slap his cheeks beet red in the process. Haha, Estelle. It may take that to really get him to understand, but we'll do it. Oh, cool. Sorry in advance, Jay. Felt good to get that off my chest. Sorry, I shouldn't take up too much of your time. Good luck with your investigation. Yeah, thanks, Hans. Good luck to you too, Hans. Das war ein schöner Dialog, der wahrscheinlich optional war. Kleinen Moment, ich hab kurz die Musik weg. Okay, ich dachte, es war irgendwie... Ich hätte was Interessantes gewesen. Ja, wenn ich dann jetzt Nachrichten sehe, gucke ich immer mal lieber sicherheitshalber nach. So, die Dialoge mit den Schülern lese ich jetzt nicht alle vor, nur mit den wichtigen Personen. Monika, du hier, warum gehst du denn dann auch nach Thorst? Nope, sorry, can't do. Na gut, da kommen wir her. Die Young Lady Plate, auch interessant. Royal Gelato. Ach, Dorsey. Die ist so ein Dog, aber ich find's super. Oh, war das nicht auch so merkwürdig während dem Schulfestival? schade. Gut, hier ist niemand, der irgendwie reden will. Ich dachte, ich hätte so ein Ding gesehen zum Reden oder Interagieren. Oh. Excuse me? And how come no one ever told me? Whoa. Already said that I spent my vacation sightseeing across the world. Why am I being forced to return home now? Felicity, please, calm yourself. No, I refuse. This time I will say my piece. Tests are finally over and I was finally starting to plan all the things I want to do for my vacation. So why has the return ticket to the Empire conveniently shown up on my doorstep now, of all times? You've been plotting against me with grandfather, haven't you? Man, hard to get a word in edgewise. Let's just see what happens. I truly believe it would be in your best interest to keep these complaints to yourself for now. They can only serve to make things worse. Excuse me? Excuse me? Have you forgotten your place? How dare you speak to your mistress in such a manner? Oops. Pardon us. I did try to warn you. Ahem. You need something from me? Yeah, sorry to butt in while you're busy. We're in the middle of an investigation, you see. I see you've come about that little incident. Raina, please, that's enough. I can hardly bear to recall such horrors. Did something happen? Indeed. In fact, what we saw would qualify as more than strange. It was a human form floating in the air. Ah. Raina, please tell me everything you saw in as much detail as possible. I would love to. I believe I could share enough information for the both of us. Is that acceptable, Felicity? Oh, fine, whatever you want. It was the night before exams. So very suddenly, Felicity said there was someone outside the window. Oh, joy of joys, this already sounds like the start of some ghost story. When I peeked out the window, I saw a human form floating above the schoolhouse, just as she'd say. It spun as if blown by the wind. Oh, eventually it disappeared toward the back of the schoolhouse. And then came the worst part of all. My lady, being struck by fear, climbed into my bed and... Surely that part isn't relevant to the investigation, Raina. Yeah, no need to be that specific. Oh, I see. A pity, just as it was getting interesting to... Anyway, to make a long story short, a human shape appeared in the sky above the schoolhouse, spun around and vanished towards the backside of the schoolhouse. Das alte Schulhaus, natürlich. Yes, that's correct. Was that of any help? More than helpful, thanks a lot. We couldn't have asked for a better testimony, really. Alright, I should jot this down in my notebook right away. Gut. Das Auditorium. Oh, this is the auditorium. It's strange, isn't it? It was only a few months ago, and yet you can't help but reminisce. Reminisce, yeah. A whole lot happened after that. A calm, serene princess, Joshua, has left us. Now it's just us on the stage. Having no supporting cast feels kind of strange, you know? It does. So Estelle, may I make a small confession? Sure. I like Joshua. I mean, you know, affectionately. I was a bit attracted to him from the moment we met. Well, I see. Haha, I actually kind of figured. It always sort of seemed that way. That kiss scene at the end of the play, I won't deny it set my heart racing. I kept apologizing quietly to you even as I threw myself into the role. I was all set to really kiss him at the end, not just pretend. Really? You're a lot braver than I thought, Kloe. Julia says I always do things that make her worry. But then when Mayor Dalmor pointed that gun at you, Estelle, Joshua's eyes, I've never seen eyes so full of murderous rage. It was all because you were that important to him. That's when I gave up, because I realized I never had a chance against that. I don't know, I think it might be a little too early for you to give up. I mean, honestly, Kloe, I can't hope to compare to you. Oh, Estelle, you're so silly when it comes to this sort of thing. You really have no idea just how charming you are. Man, I pay you a compliment and you poke fun at me. Come on, Kloe, I was serious. But that just did. So was I. I love that about you, Estelle. Your open honesty, and I think Joshua feels the same way. I guess Joshua and I are a bit alike in that sense. You know, I did notice that, kind of. You're both smart, level-headed, polite. To be honest, I totally told Joshua you two would be great together because of that. Until I met everyone here, I was very lonely. I think in that sense, I was a little like Joshua before he met you. If there's a difference between us, it would be our strengths. Your strength? Like how? Grandmother wishes very much to name you the next queen, especially after what happened recently. I guess it would be for the best, all things considered, but if I become queen, I'll never be Kloe Wins again. I will be Claudia von Auslese forevermore, burned with power and responsibility. I'd never again get to hug those orphans, or talk to my friend casually, or attend class. The very idea terrifies me. Yet I feel so pathetic for not having the strength to return to its solitude when it's necessary. I still haven't given grandmother a proper answer. Kloe. In that sense, Joshua is stronger than I could ever hope to be. I'm sure that he, more than anyone, didn't want to be separated from you. But even so, he disappeared so as to not involve you in what he felt was his own problem. Joshua's strong on some level, yeah. But I don't think that's the kind of strength you should admire. It's the role of a queen to rule a whole country. Of course you're hesitating, it's natural. Heck, what'd be really worrying would be if you wanted to build it without hesitating, like Dunnan. Being worried and unsure about whether you'll be good and still trying anyway. That's why you'll be an amazing queen, Kloe. Estelle. But Joshua didn't hesitate. He barely thought twice. He left me, left us, behind as if it were the most natural thing in the world. But that's something I can't forgive him for. Estelle. You're right, it is unforgivable. Why is it the cute ones are always the ones who don't understand a girl's feelings? Especially the ones who are cuter than... And don't forget me. I'm so glad we're friends, Kloe. I don't have many people I can open up to quite like this. Haha, neither do I. Also, all we've been talking about are embarrassing things, really. Oh, please don't misunderstand me though. I don't feel that way about Joshua at all now. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. I kinda learned the hard way that love isn't something you should try and hold back. Haha, I guess my dad would totally call us both a couple of dumb kids. Thank you, Estelle. Well, to be honest, if I said I didn't have any feeling left toward him, I'd be lying. But more than anything, I want to see you two happy together and... Don't worry, I get it. Anyway, we spent a bit too much time with girl talk, I think. Wanna get back to interviewing students? Yes, we should. Let's try to talk to everyone before nightfall. Oh, das war eine sehr schöne Szene, bevor ich hingekommen bin und das nicht irgendwie verpasst habe oder so. Das wäre wirklich schade gewesen. Oh man, I'm hungry. You want something? Ah, yeah, actually we had a question. Strange events. Like, did you see anything weird or hear any odd sounds? Anything you might have noticed would be helpful. Odd sounds. Don't make me remember all that creepy stuff. Did you see something? Yeah, I haven't actually told anyone before you guys, so I saw someone suspicious. Really? Could you give us the details? Okay, sure. I was hanging out behind the schoolhouse on my way back home, right? It's a great place to chill during tests. No one's ever there. So I was walking around near the rear gate on my way back, when this white floating person suddenly flew past. I'm sure it looked like a person. No way I could have seen it wrong. A white human form. That matches what the other witnesses have said. So what happened after that? He floated off towards the rear gate. After that, I didn't see him. I see. So he disappeared toward the rear gate. Yes, this is good intel. I should write this down in my notebook. I agree. This is valuable testimony. So, is that enough? I'm starving and I want to grab some food. Haha, sorry, you're all good. Thanks for the help. Well, not sure what's going on, but good luck or whatever. Tschüss, Mickey. Oh, Junge. Ich hätte jetzt tatsächlich mich jetzt nicht gewundert, wenn er jetzt hier drin gestanden hätte als Lehrer. Er ist auch ein netter, gute Dumbledore. Oh. Oh, Chloe, how'd your test go? Oh, well enough, I guess. More importantly, Patrick, may we have a moment? Sure, what is it? So actually... Strange events, you say? I do have something that might be along that line, sort of, but... Fine if you don't know the exact details. Just tell us everything that happened at the time. Alright. Well, actually, I saw this humanoid form flying in the sky. Oh. Could you tell us everything you remember about that? Sure, it was on one of the exam nights. I had stayed behind the classroom to study. I thought I noticed something move outside the window. I thought maybe the wind had picked up or something, so I went to close the window. When I saw this white, shadowy form floating outside. A white, shadowy form. So, what happened next? Unfortunately, I lost sight of it immediately. It sort of just disappeared toward the east. East would mean it disappeared toward the back of the schoolhouse, right? Yeah. So, you remember a lot of details. Well, it was quite an interesting phenomenon. I wrote some simple note down thinking I'd research it later. Research? Patrick is a student of the science after all. Haha, I see. Was I of any help? Yeah, definitely. That was valuable testimony. I'll get that down in my notebook right away. Patrick, thank you. Not at all, it was a minor request. Ich denke, wenn wir hier die Untersuchung abgeschlossen haben, werde ich dann auch hier die Session beenden. Das ist, glaube ich, dann ein ganz guter Punkt, bevor wir da in einen guten Story-Abschnitt geraten und ich dann nicht mehr pünktlich vor der Nintendo Direkt aufhören kann. Okay, hier haben wir alles haben mit allen geredet. Ah. Holy crap, it's late already. I think we've gotten just about everything we can from the students. Shall we head back to the student council room? Yeah, let's. With any luck, we can put together what we've heard with everyone else and figure out what's up. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, ist das hier dann doch ein relativ guter... ich stelle mich mal noch vor den Raum. Damit ich nicht mal nicht vergesse. Dann würde ich sagen, wenn ich doch tatsächlich auch den Stream beende, macht dann noch die knapp 1,5 Stunden Pause, bis die Nintendo Direkt beginnt, dass für euch die auf YouTube sehen uninteressant, aber was interessant für euch ist, wenn ihr es auf YouTube seht. Wenn euch das Video auch noch gefallen hat, gebt gerne einen Daumen nach oben. Abonniert den Kanal, um die weiteren Parts und andere Projekte nicht zu verpassen. Schaut auch gerne in die Beschreibung, dort ist mein Twitch-Kanal verlinkt, in dem das hier live gestreamt wurde. Lasst doch gerne ein Follow da, um benachrichtigt zu werden, wenn ich live gehe. Oder schaut euch, wenn ihr die weiteren Parts des Projekts sehen wollt, die noch nie auf YouTube sind, schaut dort auch mal vorbei in das Sammlung-Feature. Dort sind alle weiteren Parts abgespeichert mit derselben Nummerierung. Das heißt, ihr findet euch da hoffentlich easy zurecht. Und dann würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.